If you're watching this movie and you have not yet installed Windows 7, you may be wondering, will my PC handle Windows 7? Do I have the hardware necessary? What edition should I be installing? This movie's for you. If you've already installed Windows 7 and it's working fine, you can skip by this one. You can see I've loaded up Internet Explorer here. I'm at the Windows home page. So if you want to follow along with me, go to the Microsoft home page, and next we're going to locate the Windows 7 page. Now, of course, this web page is ever changing, and there may be links that you'll find to Windows 7. At the date and time of this recording, it's this icon down below introducing Windows 7. I'm going to select it to go to the Windows 7 home page. And here's where we find some headings that are going to help us with our decision to either upgrade to Windows 7 or install it. First of all, you'll see I've got a What's New heading that's going to tell me some of the new features. If there are features in there that you don't care about, you may not need to upgrade. However, there are some great new features that we're going to be talking about in this title that you may want and you will need to install Windows 7. Here's where we go to compare the different editions and then finally get Windows 7. When we go to Get Windows 7, there's a cool utility we're going to download that will help us scan our computer and let us know if there are any issues we may run into. But let's start by comparing the different editions. Now, that scan that I was talking about will help you decide on the right edition for you, but you can get some information ahead of time by clicking that Compare Editions heading. Here you'll see we've got Home Premium, Professional, and Ultimate. There are other editions as well. If you buy hardware with Windows 7 already installed, you might have the Starter Edition, for example, but then you might want to consider upgrading to one of these three. On the left, the feature list tells you what's going to be included in each edition by the check marks. And you can see the first number of features here, all three of the editions are going to include Internet Explorer 8, improved desktop navigation, something called Home Group to help you with creating home networks, very nice utility. Then we get down to one called Windows XP Mode. If you have Windows XP programs that will not run in Windows 7, don't let that stop you from upgrading to Windows 7 because with Windows XP Mode, you can run those programs in your Windows 7 environment. And you can see that you'll need the Professional or Ultimate Edition to do that. Next, we've got some networking options. So if networking is important to you, you'll probably want the Professional or Ultimate Editions. You can see backing up and restoring either a home or a business network is also included in both Professional and the Ultimate Editions. Now, if you need to be secure with your portable storage devices and you want to help protect data using a new feature called BitLocker, you're going to need the Ultimate Edition, and if 35 languages is important to you as well, you'll need to consider installing the Ultimate Edition. Now let's go up to the top and click Get Windows 7. Now we're not actually going to install it quite yet. We're going to scroll down the Overview tab here, and you'll see there's some information. Can my PC run Windows 7? I can learn more about that, and I can also shop for PCs. The other link that's going to take us to that same question, can my PC run Windows 7, is the Upgrade Advisor. So let's click that. With the Upgrade Advisor, you can see as we scroll down, there's a button that will allow us to download the Upgrade Advisor. At the date and time of this recording, it's a beta version, but we click that button, and this is going to get us to the page where we can download the beta version, in this case, of Upgrade Advisor. And I'm going to do that. You can see I'm asked a question here, can I run this file? I'm going to click Run, yes. And I'm going to run the installation that's going to copy it to my computer. Now it's on my computer. You can see it's very fast. And I'm going to click Next. I'm going to accept the license terms after reading them thoroughly, of course. And when I click Next, you can see the default location for the Upgrade Advisor. It's also going to create a shortcut on my desktop so I can run it at any time to scan my computer. If you want to choose a different location, use the Browse button and click Install. Now this could take a couple of moments as it installs the application and creates that shortcut on your desktop. Some user account controls show up that you'll need to confirm by clicking Yes, giving permission to install, and then it's successfully installed on your computer. You can close that up and you can minimize your Internet Explorer, and you'll notice a new shortcut on your desktop. Now you're likely going to be in Windows XP when you do this. I've already got Windows 7 installed, but I can still run the Upgrade Advisor. All you do is double click the shortcut to get it running, and if there's any permissions required, you'll need to answer yes. You can see this is going to check if your PC is ready for Windows 7. All you have to do is click the Start Check button. It's also going to be checking devices that are attached to your computer, so keep that in mind. If you've got printers, scanners, if you've got USB devices attached, all of those will be taken into consideration. Not only is it going to check your hardware to see if it's going to run Windows 7, but it's also going to choose which edition of Windows 7 is best for you. You've got that background knowledge, you've studied the different editions, and you're going to get a recommendation at the end of the Upgrade Advisor. So I'll let that take its course and fast forward to the completed report. All right, eventually you're going to see this window pop up with a few different sections. You can see system requirements, passed all 4 system requirements. If I want to know what those are, I can click the link, see all system requirements, CPU speed, my random access memory, my hard drive free space, and something called Windows Aero. If Windows Aero is capable on your system, you'll be able to take advantage of some of the cool features that are included in Windows Aero. That's kind of cool. Let's go back to the overview. For devices, no issues detected, and you can click See All Devices to look at each individual device connected to your computer and how they passed. Down below under Programs, it looks like I have one minor issue. As I scroll down, I can see all of that information. It has to do with my SQL Server client, and you can see I might experience minor issues using this program while in Windows 7. If it's a program you don't use a lot, really nothing to worry about. Even if you do use it, in this case, it's a minor issue. Any major issues will also show up, and in our case, in my case, I don't have any. I can start the scan over or simply close this window knowing I'm safe to go ahead and install Windows 7.